Now on to our feature tonight. We are focusing on diabetes, a chronic disease that occurs either when the pancreas does not produce enough insulin or when the body cannot effectively use the insulin, which is a hormone that regulates blood sugar. Take a look.
The street knowledge we have of diabetes is that it is a disease of older people. They do not eat sugary food, avoid food cooked in oil, and have a negative inclination to salt. Not to mention the scary thought of daily insulin injections. I tried the drill myself, perhaps to dispel a childhood fear and fit into the shoes of a person managing diabetes. But in an effort to understand further the condition diabetes, we meet Regina, a bubbly spirit, confident and in her 20s, who lives managing diabetes, facing the condition fast threatening a low-middle income country like Kenya.
I'm a type 1 diabetic. I've been a type 1 since 1999. It's a roller coaster because some days your sugars can decide, okay, we're doing good, and it's a good day. Other days they just decide they'll be haywire, they go bad. Plus also some people are not really understanding.
She divulges her story, going into detail how she and her family managed living with a child with diabetes type 1 in a while she described devoid of proper knowledge that led to her family to change their lifestyle, but into school where lack of knowledge was simply manifested in childlike arrogance.
It affected them not only psychologically but also health-wise. They had to shift how they've been eating, their eating patterns. They had to stop sugar. Like mom was like, no, all of us are going off sugar so that she doesn't feel like she's left out.
20 years is no mean feat to manage a condition, especially mentally. Regina describes to me how psychologically this impacted her as well as financially.
I take 4 injections in a day, and of those 4, it's 3 different types of insulin. Yeah, so one of them that's in a pen form that I take before bedtime costs, just one box costs around 12,000. Yeah, the others cost around 5-6K.
Taking a visit down to Kenyatta National Hospital, we meet a diabetic specialist and he breaks down diabetes both in types and signs and symptoms.
We have type 1 diabetes, which is mostly an autoimmune disease. It affects young people from the age of up to 25 years to 30. And this is solely because of lack of insulin, absolute lack of insulin. These people require insulin for their survival. And then type 2 diabetes is more of what we used to call the adult diabetes. People having excessive thirsty, and therefore they have to drink excessive drinking of water. And then they have excessive urination, they run to the toilet several times. Some of them who are big in body, they lose weight tremendously. And then they have eyesight problem, they start seeing blurred visions. There's tingling and numbness of the feet and the hands.
Type 2 diabetes, most common of the sugar disease, is characterized by telltale signs of knee amputations or blindness, a fact alluded to late treatment. He adds that lack of awareness is contributing to the increase of diabetic cases.
Young people used to die of diabetes ketoacidosis, DKA, thinking it is just malaria, because somehow the symptoms of diabetes, they mimic malaria and other conditions like typhoid. So I would want to imagine these days, since we have more of sophisticated processes and procedures of diagnostic, then you're able to pick many. But at the same time also, lifestyle has changed more than it were before.
World Health Organization on diabetes in Kenya states that the prevalence of diabetes type 2 is at 3.3%. That is, more than 460,000 people live with diabetes in Kenya. The number is expected to rise by 4.5% by 2025. That is about 600,000 people.
But it begins with screening. We need to have systems where we screen people, where people can walk into a hospital and they are screened. As it is for now, we don't have those services. That we need to change our lifestyle eat lifestyle, eat well-balanced food and do physical activity and manage stress levels.
The World Health Organization, in celebrating World Diabetes Day, announced that it has started a pilot program to pre-qualify human insulin for treatment of diabetes, which, according to the health body, will increase options of insulin and lower the prices of insulin. This perhaps will see affordable health coverage